Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to do an unboxing and a 100 kilometer review of the Adidas Evo SL. So I picked these one up from Adidas online, 240 Australian dollars. I think they're 150 US, 150 euro. I think they are. And so stats: 39 mil in the heel, 33 in the forefoot for a 6 mil drop. It uses the Lightstroke Pro foam that was used in the Adidas Adios Pro 3. Yeah, I've run 100 kilometers in them so far. And yeah, I thought I'd do a quick unboxing just to show you guys what it all looks like when you sort of buy them yourself. So you get this foam. There's the shoe there. I know they may look new, but they're not. Trust me, I've done 100 kilometers in them, and it's been mostly in dry conditions. A couple of sort of wet, damp conditions, but these shoes will hold up absolutely fantastically. So I'm really impressed with the shoe. Uh, I've gone true to size, so as you can see here, it's a US 12, UK 11 and a half, and so true to size, no problems. I've got about a finger's from the point of the shoe, which is perfect for me. I like the shoes to fit a little bit more snug, and I'm happy with that. No rubbing, no chafing, no hot spots, no nothing with that. Basically, they've done an absolutely fantastic job at us with this shoe. So like I said, you got 39 mil in the rear, 33 in the forefoot, 6 mil drop. They've got the upper is absolutely fantastic, very breathable. As you can see here, I can put the camera in. You can see that how breathable there is. The holes through the light shining through there. Uh, the lockdown absolutely fantastic. This lacing system they've done, it's probably one of the best lacing systems they've put in a shoe for a long time. You just tie it up and you set and forget. I don't use a runner's knot. I don't need to. The tongue, it's sort of made out of this sort of wetsuit material. We'll grab the other one. Yeah, it's sort of, as you can see, it's not gusseted, but it's made out of this wetsuit material that you sort of got this slight padding. So when you lock down, absolutely no laces pressure whatsoever. And the tongue doesn't move around from side to side while you're running. So once you tie down, you lock it in. It's like I said, set and forget, no problem. The heel counter, it's pretty stiff, as you can see here. You can hear it. So it's pretty stiff heel counter, which is good because for a daily trainer, your heel sits inside here. It locks it down beautifully. No heel slippage whatsoever. They've sort of done away with that rear flap that they used to put on. Thank God for that, because I don't know why they were doing that, but it's crazy. So what else can I say? Yeah, so the heel sits very nicely in here. It locks it down. It's not too high. They've done it absolutely perfectly here because you get no ankle pressure here, no pressure on the Achilles. It's just the perfect height and depth for a heel counter. It's like I said, the padding, it's just enough padding to keep your foot locked in without being too much. So as you can see, the padding sort of starts here. It goes down a little bit and sort of ends around about there, comes around. You don't have much down to the bottom, but you don't need it because that's where your sort of heel is going to sit, right there, and then comes around and all the way up. So it's just enough padding without being too much. The It's based on the Evo Pro Evo, the SL. So basically, the rocker sort of starts around about 60% of the shoe's length, and you do get a reasonable rocker, as you can see here. Um, it's a great rocker, so it sort of propels you forward while you're running. And the good thing about this shoe is that it's just so versatile. You can pick up the pace, you can go on a slow run, a recovery run, you can basically multiple runs, whatever you feel you're going to go out in, you go out in. I wear these to work sometimes, wear them all day on my feet, come home, whack on a pair of shorts and t-shirt, go for a run at night, come back, and they've been on my feet 12 hours, and it just so comfortable for walking, for running. Adidas have absolutely knocked this shoe out of the park. It's very hard to to find such a versatile shoe on the market these days, and at the price at 240 Australian, 150 US. It's just fantastic. The durability, as you can see here, grip wise, this is my favorite grip style pattern rubber in any shoe ever. Like, it's a very similar sort of rubber that they use on the Adios Pro 3, which I loved, and it's very minimal. As you can see, it's reasonably thin, that they've put on there, but the durability is fantastic. 100 kilometers, plus probably another 50 kilometers of walking, like around at work, to the shops, that type of thing. Zero wear whatsoever. A little bit of discoloration, but that just comes with the package. But you're going to get at least 5 to 800 kilometers of this with this shoe. No problems whatsoever. You can see the Continental branding there. Best rubber compound, best in the dry, in the wet. You can see here on the table, I'm pushing this forward, and these things just don't want to move. They don't slide on a glass table even. It's just unbelievable. The grip on these shoes is phenomenal. No problems there. The foam, Lightstroke Pro, like I said, same compound as in the Adios Pro 3. Not as stiff. There is a little bit of a shank that they've put here for torsional stability, so the shoe doesn't twist while you're running. That doesn't give you any propulsive additives, sort of thing. So it's up to you to push it. But I mean, usually the best part is when you sort of land in this section here, and you can see here, that's probably where the most foam is. So if you land somewhere here and then sort of roll off, you will you'll get the most out of the shoe. 4-foot runners will also benefit because of the stack height they've got in the 4-foot, 33 mil. If you're landing here, you'll just use that rocker and roll off, and it's just so nice and so easy. Such a versatile shoe, whether you're running uphill, downhill, flats, picking up the pace, any speed. They just do it. I've gone out where my legs are really tired, and this rocker and this foam just helps you tick the legs over, get the miles in. And Adidas have really done a great job. Kudos to Adidas. This shoe, it's very hard to justify paying an extra $20. I know the Boston 13s are coming out very soon, and they've got those carbon rods in them. In all honesty, you don't need them. This Lightstroke Pro foam is real responsive. After sort of about 30 to 40 kilometers, the foam breaks in. It becomes, I'm not going to say becomes mushy, it softens up, and it just responds even better. And Lightstroke Pro is a type of foam that the more you run in it, the more it gives you back. You know what I mean? The faster you go, the more responsive it gets. But yet, it doesn't hinder you when you run slowly. It assists you and it cushions you, but it gives you that responsiveness back. Some foams, they're too mushy. It's like when you land in it, you're basically sinking in and trying to use the energy to propel you forward. This shoe here doesn't do that, and that's the type of shoe that I prefer. The Adios Pro 4 is much softer compound to this, the Lightstroke Pro compound. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm starting to get used to it, but I put these on, and it's like, it feels like I'm back at home. Like, it's just such a beautiful feeling, this light stroke foam. So anyway, guys, I might just wrap it up there. I've been talking a fair bit about these shoes, but please like the video, subscribe, leave your comments below. Anything you want to know about these shoes, happy to answer them. Yeah, but I'd highly recommend them. I'd get them true to size, no problems with that. US 12. For me anyway. The one other thing I want to mention is they are light. I think in my size they're 274 grams, which is a reasonably light shoe considering the amount of foam that you get, the amount of padding that you get in the upper, and yeah. So I actually also wanted to mention the toe box. It's reasonably, I wouldn't call it wide for a shoe. For Adidas, it probably is a little bit wide, but you get a fair bit of height as well, which is good. So you get a reasonable amount of width, but you also get that height. So you don't, as you can see here, there's a little bit of bunching because I've got a pretty narrow foot, but not too much, and it doesn't sort of hinder the way the lockdown occurs. So you've got a bit of a toe bumper here, which basically doesn't interfere with your toes. Like, you know, if you hit the front there, on the inside, it's nice and soft, and it just keeps that foam sort of sitting up, which is great. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'll wrap it up. Sometimes I can just keep on going on and on and on. I can go on forever. Great shoe. I'd highly recommend it. If you can pick a pair up, I'd pick them up. Great shoe, Adidas. Kudos for creating basically the perfect daily trainer, I have to admit. Like, subscribe, comments down below. Happy to answer any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.